Injury's as much of a mental game as it is a physical game. That's what I'm finding as I go through this process. When I wake up every morning in pain, I'm looking for ways to focus my mind, to keep myself positive, to help myself, to help other people, to keep me on track. Because when you can't run because you don't want to re-fracture the collarbone, when you can't cycle because you don't want to put weight on this wrist or this side, and when you can't swim because you can't actually do the front crawl stroke, it starts to get difficult. The best analogy I can draw is that 95% of the time I feel like I'm in the day and I'm positive and I've got this and I'm trying to help people and I'm trying to help myself. And then 5% of the time I feel like I'm in the upside down, which if you watch Stranger Things you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh crap, back here. So this is where I spend a small portion of my day each day fighting my mental battles, battling that negativity, the wondering whether this injury is going to set me back long term, am I losing my fitness, all of those little negative things that creep into my mind. This is where the mind flayer works, if you like, and it's only a small percentage of my day. But the thing is, if you spend too much time in the upside down, the mind flayer's definitely gonna get you. So you gotta get yourself out of there pronto. And here's how. So on another one of our fun trips to town, while Mary goes and buys cards and we've just had coffee, what I've been trying to balance in the last few weeks really is my mental health and my physical health. Did you get what you want, Mary?
Yeah.
Good. She's very happy. And what I mean by balancing out my mental health and my physical health is that for the first few weeks of me being injured, let's say, so I'm 5 weeks into the injury now, almost exactly to the day, and for the first few weeks, it was no choice. I couldn't balance it out because there was no chance of me exercising, no chance of running, cycling, or swimming. So my physical health was improving because I was resting, but my mental health was taking a real knock because I'm the type of person that exercises 6 times a week, and to go from 6 times a week to none times a week is bloody hard. But fast forward to 5 weeks on where I'm at now, and I can consider, let's get some light on this, and I can consider the balance a little bit better. Winifred! Hi! Hi! Hello, Bubba! Hello, Bubba! So I can consider the balance a little bit more, and what I mean by that is that, yes, I need to heal, the collarbone needs to heal, the wrist needs to heal, but is the wrist going to get any worse from running? It might do with cycling, it might do with swimming, but is it going to get any worse with running? If I do low distance, low impact running with the collarbone, because it kind of feels like it's getting better, is that going to do it any damage? So then I'm able to improve my mental health without absolutely smashing my physical health. It's not going to knock me back too much, and that's really, really important to me. It is about finding that balance that's safe for me, because I was out of whack at the start, and now 5 weeks in I can start to balance things out. But it's not easy, so I've had to come up with some other ideas and do some other things. Let's take the last 2 days as a perfect example of trying to get the balance right, and more importantly actually how the momentum can shift, can turn like that, bang. And it's a perfect example. Swinny, you coming up? Hey. So, let's explain. The wrist is really bad at the moment. This is the thing that's hurting me, and I wonder if I've ruptured the wrist ligaments. So I called them, the MRI department, and I said, look, I haven't received anything. I was told it was 2 to 3 weeks, and they said to me, oh no. It's and they said to me, no, it's going to be more like 6 weeks, if not longer. That put me straight into the upside down. I went from not a bad place, quite a positive place after having done exercise, bang, into that dark place where my mental health took a massive turn straight away. This setback from 2 to 6 weeks really affected me, and for a day I was in a really bad place. But they've farmed out some of their MRIs to private companies. So I called this private company just to get my appointment, expecting the worst. This was yesterday. I'll show you what happened.
Hello, sorry about that.
That's
I've
okay.
got your form here.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's the MRI for your right wrist.
It is, yes. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so when are you free to come and get scanned up? We've got appointments this afternoon. Otherwise, we have availability each day for this week and next week.
I'm 9:30 would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
No, not at all. And we'll see you then.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my god! I was expecting to wait another 4 weeks for an appointment. You have no idea what that means to me because I've been, as I've explained earlier, in a really dark place. How about that? Just because I called up, I managed to get an appointment 2 weeks from having my appointment at the orthopaedic surgery. They gave me an appointment to get my MRI done, taking a chunk of 4 weeks off of what I thought would be my waiting time, and immediately lifting me out of the upside down into today. So I decided to grab on that impetus. That was the thing I needed to get some momentum behind me. And this is what happened. Back in the game, that's number one. Number one complete. Here we go, number 2. That's number 2. Mary's just turned up from work. Seville Marathon, one last one. While we're here, may as well pay for the London Marathon, why not? Smash. Final one. That's 3 London Marathon, Seville Marathon, Ironman Copenhagen. It's amazing what just one piece of good news can do for your mood. And that's what I'm kind of getting at this week, I guess.
Let's do it.
Okay. Buoyed by the good news of the last couple of days, I'm going to build on the momentum that I have and go out for a run to try and bring my mental and physical health into a little bit more balance. So I want to get them here. But believe it or not, the run that I'm doing today is more about my mental health than it is my physical health. It's just that I'm 5 weeks post-crash, and I think I'm at a point now where going out for a short run is not going to have a negative impact on my physical health, on my recovery, but it will have a hugely positive impact on my mental health. I'm trying to bring them into line a little bit more. Because I think if we view our own health as simply one-dimensional, like health is health, instead of 2 or 3 dimensions, a little nod back to the upside down there, or strands, then we're not going to be able to really, truly look after ourselves or fulfill our own potential properly. I mean, let's face it, just looking after ourselves physically doesn't necessarily mean that we're looking after ourselves mentally. And vice versa, if we're looking after our mental health, it doesn't necessarily mean that by doing that, we're going to be physically healthy. Of course, none of the strands are completely separate. Like I said earlier, this run is as much about my mental health as it is my physical health. Whew. So with all that in mind, I propose an experiment. So here's what I'm thinking. Over the next 12 months, I'm going to do 1 experiment per month on myself, record it throughout the whole month, and it's going to be based on either my mental health or my physical health, and that could be a training routine or a nutritional change. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing at the start of each month on Twitter and on Instagram, and then I'll record those 30 days, and it could be anything from trying meditation every single day for 30 days. It could be a particular weights program or training program. It could be changing my nutrition, like reducing processed sugars. I have around 6 ideas at the moment, so I'm actually looking for more. So if you've got something that you would be interested in seeing over a 30-day period that might then benefit you in your training, and I'm going to experiment on myself starting October the 1st. I'm going to give myself September to try and heal a bit better, and then I'm going to start the program. So make sure that you follow me on the journey by getting subscribed. There's a button somewhere there or wherever. Make sure that you like the video, drop me a comment if you've got an idea that you want to see a 30-day experiment of, and I'll see you Tuesday for the tutorial where I'm going to be dropping some different training plans for the next few weeks, just to spice it up a little bit.